In this clip, we're going to learn how to create a really nice blend between different animation clips inside of Maya's time editor. All right, so we have a brand new scene open up here, and you can find this exact same scene within your project files. So we have our game character rig here, and we've actually applied some textures to him just to add a little bit more appeal to it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to import two different animation clips and apply them to this character rig, which is in its sort of default T-pose. So let's go ahead, and the first thing that we need to do is actually select all of our control curves because we want to be able to apply the actual animation clips that we import to our rig. So basically we just need to select our rig first. So what we'll do is we'll do a marquee selection around all of our control curves. And you can see by doing that, we've selected our control curves, but we've also selected the geometry for our model, which we don't really want. So what we could do is just select anywhere in the viewport to deselect it. And then we want to go up to this icon right here and select that. That's going to allow us to not be able to select any type of surface or polygons in our scene. So now if we do that marquee selection again, you can see that we're just selecting our control curves. Now let's go up here to Window, Animation Editor, and we'll open up the Time Editor. Alright, so in the Time Editor you can see we have the couple different options for ways we can import files into our time editor. We can either select this button right here, or we can actually go up to File and just choose Import Animation Clip. Either way is going to work just fine. So we'll go ahead and select that. And you basically just want to navigate to your project files and find that animation clips folder. And inside this folder, we've added two new animation clips. We have this game character idle and this game character run animation clip. So these are the two clips we're going to be using. So let's go ahead and first bring in this idle. So we'll select that and choose Open. And it's going to ask us about the namespaces if we want to rename them. And we'll go ahead and hit Apply and Close. All right. And now if we take a look at this animation clip has applied that idle animation for our game character, which is looking perfect. So we have that idle going on there. And of course, if you want to, you could loop this idle really as many times as you wanted to inside your time editor here. All right. So now what we'll need to do is we actually want to bring in the other animation clip. So just like we did before, we want to go up here to File, and we'll choose Import Animation Clip. And this time we'll choose the Run. And then let's go ahead and just hit Open, and then hit Apply and Close, and there we go. Now if we play this, we're going to see that we're getting some really strange results. And that's because we've imported the run animation clip and it's automatically added what is called this track, which a track contains various animation clips. And anytime you import a new animation clip, it's automatically going to add it to a separate track. So you can see that we have the idle on top and the run on bottom. And when Maya is trying to play this, you can see we're getting some pretty strange results. It's kind of confused on what it should be playing. You can see it's playing the idle for a second, and then it's playing the run, and then it's trying to play the idle, and we're getting some really bad results, which is not what we're looking for this animation. So what we can do is we can take this animation clip and just drag it. And we want to drag it in front of the idle animation clip. And this works in a very similar way if you were to use something like a video editing software. So now that we've brought the run animation clip in front of the the idle animation clip, we now have the idle playing first and then the run. So that's closer to what we actually want. We don't want these to be overlapping so Maya is confused as to what clip should be playing right then, and we get some really jumbled results for our rig. So you can see that by just simply moving it forward, we're getting much closer to what we want. Now if we just simply scrub this, you can see that the transition from the idle to the run is extremely harsh. It's basically just a pop directly into the run animation, the first pose of that run, and then it goes on with that run animation, which is not really the results that we want. We're not getting a smooth transition between these two animation clips. It's simply just basically just playing two separate animations on a timeline, and we're not really getting a smooth result. So what we're going to do in the next clip is we're going to go over the process of how we can basically blend these two animation clips together to create a really nice smooth transition.